Hey guys, I wanted to make this brief little video on what's been going on with my channel because I haven't really uploaded. I uploaded that like 10-second video of Hyphonics like a couple of days ago, but other than that, I haven't really made like a serious video like for what, almost 3 months now. And first, right off the bat, I want to say congrats to me. Round of applause for me. Because in 2017, well, technically from 2016 to 2017, I was making consistent content. Even if some of it was trash content, I can at least say it was content. So yeah, from like December 2017, I was uploading at least twice a month. So that means once every other week. Some months I was uploading like 4 videos a month. So that was like literally a video a week, which is crazy because that's what some of the bigger YouTubers, like that's what their goal is. I never thought I'd actually be like that consistent with my content, but yeah. So obviously when I don't make a single video for like almost 3 months, it's to the 2 people who cared about my channel, it probably struck you as a little odd. So I mean, honestly, like I'm just gonna get right into it. The first rejection of my video, the first big reason why I haven't been making videos, to be 100% honest, because it's kind of hard to admit, but essentially the reason why I stopped making videos was because of the net neutrality video. And I'm not gonna go into like exactly what I thought about the video. I'm just gonna say briefly that it was mainly a shit post. Like, yeah, obviously there was a little bit of truth to it, but my content, which gets like 10 views per video, I was thinking that, oh, this is just gonna get the same amount of views, and it got 400. It got literally what was that, 4,000% of what I usually get. So I wasn't expecting that, and that wasn't like my intention. Like, had I known I would have gotten that many views, I would have completely changed the tone of the entire video. But anyways, I got some pretty bad comments from it. And a lot of YouTubers, including myself, I don't even know if I'm considered a YouTuber, but a lot of people like to say, oh, it doesn't really influence me, or it doesn't really affect me. It's just some random guy online saying shit to me, so why should I care? And for the most part, that happens, because I mean, I've gotten shit on other things, like people saying my ideas are bad, or what have you. That I'm used to that, but I didn't really like get, I guess, a whole bunch of them, and including the fact that the video was so disliked, and like, I don't know, it really kind of made me a bit discouraged from making any potential videos, because I started looking like on my content, and I'm like, what, my content's shit. Like, the reason why I haven't been doing like hardcore Iron Man progression, or PKing videos, or 100 kills at Warcath, or videos like that, is because those are so stale, and like anybody can make them, and they're just, I don't know, like they're too easy for me, and they're too common for me to really like feel inspired to make those. And so I wanted to make some original content, but so I wanted to make some good content for people, and looking back on my videos, like I didn't even do that. So yeah, it made me really question, do I even enjoy video making at all? Realizing that my content isn't very good to begin with. And yeah, that was basically it for like a couple of weeks, and it was very weird for me to feel that way. I don't know how to explain it. It just made me super like discouraged, and like when I would try and record a video, I would just be like bogged down with like, why am I even doing this? Like, I should just not do this, and I should just like postpone. Like, I was feeling that exact way today, like when I decided to make this video. I don't know what exactly pushed me to actually like start recording, but something did. And yeah, here I am making a new video. But it's weird because it feels like I'm recording for the first time. Like the first video that I recorded my voice in, I don't remember which video, but like back in like 2016, like my first time recording my voice and putting it into YouTube video, this is how it like feels like again, because of like how disenfranchised I actually did get from my my channel. So that was, I guess, the gist of the main reason why I stopped posting, because I had a ton of video ideas to make, and that just completely like disrupted everything. And And I'd like to go a little bit more detail into it, but that's just going to take too much time, and I honestly don't even know how I could express the details of that. But anyways, the second big thing, which is I guess like the last big thing, was the video competition that Jagex had. I was very upset at it because they basically gave you a week to make an entire video off of these super vague and really unspecific. I don't even know if that's a word. Very unspecific. I don't want to say qualifications, but like guidelines for the video. They didn't really tell you what to do at all. It was just, oh, make a lore video that's 60 seconds. And I didn't win, and I'm not mad that I didn't win, because like, halfway through making the video, I'm like, there are some really good video makers in the RuneScape community. I was about to say I'm not the only one, but I realized no, I'm not even. But yeah, I thought I had a chance to do it until about halfway through. So I was preparing myself like, oh, I just might not win. So I was following the old school Twitter pretty closely, and I see the winner, and it's not me. And I was, a little crushed by it, because I literally spent an entire week working on it. Like from waking up to sleeping, I was working on it, and it doesn't really seem that way. It was mostly because of the music. I had to find copyright-free music that wasn't horrible, that sort of fit the theme that I was going to, which is way harder than I thought. Like I had to go through so many databases to find like the music that would sound okay. And the outro card thing took a couple of days to do, to like get it right, to make it look not crap. But like the actual video itself is it's okay. I mean, the voice acting, I paid for that voice acting, Jagex, by the way. Yeah, that came out of my pocket for a fucking video competition. Oh man, sorry. I'm trying to focus and be concise as possible, but this is, I'm sorry if this video is gonna be like 30 minutes long. It's probably gonna turn that way. So yeah, I worked on it for a week. I was sick the entire week, like sick as a dog. I think I had the flu or something that week, because I've never been sick for more than like 3 or 4 days, and I was sick I'd already been sick before the competition already started. And I was sick at the end of it. Like I was sick like probably I think a day after it ended or something like that. That's how bad it was. So this entire time I was feeling like dog shit. I was working like from morning to night trying to work on this, and I see that I don't win. I'm sad, but then I see honorable mentions. I'm like, oh, well, if I didn't win, I at least got an honorable mention, right? As you could probably guess, I did not receive an honorable mention. And that really turned my world upside down. Was when I realized I had worked so hard. I put like absolutely my best effort into this video. Like I don't think I could have done anything more than what I did. Like realistically, I'm not like exaggerating that. I really spent so much time on this. I mean, I could have taken like less breaks, I guess, but this isn't a job. This was literally just a video competition that I didn't think it would have much competition, but I did as best as I saw fit and with the resources that I had. And I looked at like the videos that got mentions, like honorable mentions, and at least one of them I know for a fact was not worthy of an honorable mention. It was like, oh, good job, I guess. It looked like he made it within 30 minutes. It was so effortless, and I get it for somebody who's like a RuneScape player and who doesn't really make videos like as a hobby or hasn't really had experience or something like that, and so he just thought this was like okay or something like that. I get that. I'm not saying the guy's a bad person or like I think down on him for making like a bad video. So upon looking at all these videos, I really don't fucking care what people are gonna say. I really should have deserved an honorable mention, and so I was like looking for all the reasons why. Why didn't I get an honorable mention when like I can say pretty much objectively that my video was better than at least one of those that got honorably mentioned. And so like the entire day, like I was so devastated. Like I was constantly thinking like, why didn't I get it? Like what, does Jagex just hate me because like they may have seen my previous video and like they don't like me or something? I don't know. Because I know that the mods go onto the subreddit, and I've submitted to the subreddit a couple of times. So I was finding out reasons why did I not get a mention. And the most probable reason why, and looking back at it now, is probably like 90% the reason why was because of the fact that my video was not 60 seconds, my video was 70 seconds. But you see, the thing is, Jagex did not make any rules. They never said, if your video goes past 60 seconds, then you will be automatically disqualified. I did not get an email, a tweet, a PM on Reddit, or anything. Literally no contact that I was disqualified. Which is probably the most unprofessional fuckery I have seen in a while. Like, you make a competition and you don't even specify the rules. Like, one problem I had was with the winner is the fact that he didn't even really go into the lore very much. He said like, oh, like Crandor was a thriving population that got destroyed by a dragon, which you can literally tell in 10 seconds in a 60-second video competition, right? And one reason why I didn't like my video in the end was because I crammed so much information into like 60 seconds, because they asked for like it was like the lore and the events of Dragon Slayer 1. The winner never went into detail about the events that happened in Dragon Slayer 1, maybe very, very vaguely, but it was almost completely just the lore, right? So you can win. Jagex picked the winner who didn't follow the rules, right? Or like not to like a T. Like, yeah, he did the lore, but he didn't do the events. So obviously there was some leniency. So if there's leniency in the guidelines for this, why wasn't there leniency in the guideline for how long the video should be? It just really like strikes me as like really careless for a company that was rated like one of the top 100 companies to work for. I don't know. It really like from someone who's worked so hard on something, you would really like some specification on what you actually want. Like, to put this in perspective, if you upload a video to YouTube and it's like 60 seconds and like a couple of frames, because like 15 frames in a 30 frames per second video is not a whole second over, but YouTube will count those like 15 frames as a whole nother second, so your video will pop up as 61 seconds. Does that mean that someone who unfortunately got those 15 frames to be put into 61 seconds, would that mean that they're disqualified now because their video was not 60 seconds? And obviously the answer would probably be like no, because you know that may be a glitch or whatever, there's some leniency obviously for that, especially for like online things. Like okay, so not 61 seconds, well what about 62 seconds? Well, and you see where the problem is. There was no specification where it has to be 60 seconds or under. If it is 61 seconds, you're disqualified. There's no, they didn't go into detail about anything that they wanted, except for the fact that they wanted events in the lore, which wasn't true, and the fact that it was in the title, it read that it was a 60-second video. So what they did was they probably didn't even look at my video. They saw that it was 70 seconds long and decided, well, he's disqualified, put his video in the trash. They probably did not even look at my video. And that's like the saddest, most upsetting thing about the whole competition, was the fact that like you work for so fucking long and you get nothing from it. You get nothing.
So you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
You're a crook. You're a cheat and a swindler. That's what you are. How can you do a thing like this? Build up a little boy's hopes and then smash all his dreams to pieces.
The thing that was so upsetting about it was the fact from on my end, putting your heart into this video for a week that you don't even really want to make because you're sick and you just want to like sleep in bed and you just want to lay down because you have the fucking flu, but you just really want to like do the best that you can, and you want to win especially because your computer's graphics card is so dog shit that you can't even record some of the games that you want to make videos for, because it just can't record and play at the same time. When you put this much effort and you get blindsided by rules that weren't implemented by the company, it really just blew me away that I didn't even get an honorable mention. So could my video have been so shit that it really didn't deserve an honorable mention? Sure. Do I think that's really the case? No, I really don't. But basically, like either the week before, no, it was the week while I was doing it, I said to myself, because this was 2 or 3 weeks after my not neutrality video, I said to myself, if I win this computer, then with this new computer, I am determined to make videos again, and I'll forget about the not neutrality. I'll pretend it never happened. It's in the past, whatever. I'll continue making it. And I didn't even get an honorable mention. See, because they didn't even have to give an honorable mention list. I probably still would have made videos even if I didn't win. I just decided, oh, I'm done. Like, I mean, I originally said I'm done with RuneScape. Like, I was so torn about this that, like, I just said, okay, I'm not even gonna play a game run by such, like, shit staff. Like, because in my head I was like, if I'm playing the game, I'm supporting, like, the staff. I'm basically paying them. I mean, so obviously I didn't let it eventually just completely stop me from playing the game, but I mean, I was already kind of burning out from the game because, like, I don't know, it's a game that I've been playing for like the past like a year or two, just in the background doing some like AFK woodcutting, and I haven't really done bossing or really anything like that because I mostly wanted to save it for streaming. But yeah, fuck streaming. The dream of being a streamer is completely dead. I have very low respect for Twitch in general. I mean, the admins on Twitch are cucks. I'm not saying that as an insult. I'm saying that because that's what they are. A lot of the streamers on there who set precedents for the rest of the Twitch community are pretty shit. Obviously not all of them, but you know, a lot of the community on Twitch is just horrible. And I remember like a couple of, like, I think back in like 2016, I said, oh, the RuneScape community is so shit. But in reality, it's not the RuneScape community, it's the RuneScape Twitch community that's so dog shit. So the idea of streaming is pretty much gone, and I don't really know if I want to make videos about bossing, because it was like the appeal for doing bosses was definitely like a live. Considering I've never bossed like in RuneScape ever. When I was playing back in like 2008, I never bossed. I don't know why. I was just so scared of losing my items that I never tried going to God Wars or wow, there weren't very many bosses back in the day, back in like OG 2007, 2008. Yeah, so especially I would be pretty new to like Zulrah or the Inferno. I'm obviously not gonna do Inferno anytime soon, at least. I don't think I'll ever. I mean, I streamed a while ago doing Jad, and I actually did fairly well for my first time. I got to Jad, and I think I got like either a quarter or half of his health down. No, I think it was half, because that's when the healers come out, and then I got distracted by the healers and trying to get my health back up because I got hit, and so I just got one tapped after I started drinking my Stardom brew. But yeah, I mean, there's a ton of bosses now, and I don't really know if I will make videos over that. So I don't know if I'll continue just making this a skilling account or what's going on. I may just do small bosses for like cash or something like that. Like if I ever do Dragon Slayer 2, which obviously has a very sour taste in my mouth considering that was the video I made over it. If I ever do Dragon Slayer 2, I'll just probably do Vorkath like without making a video. I might do it. Maybe if I get like a rare drop from it, I might, you know, but I don't want to do like 100 kills of Vorkath. I really don't. So yeah, okay, so that's like the most relevant information, I guess. I think I cleared everything about my channel. Will I be making more videos in the future? I don't know. I can't really give an honest answer right now because like it feels fine talking into a mic. I haven't talked in this mic for like 2 or 3 months. Like since I made my last video, I have not talked into this mic. I haven't talked to anybody over the internet, so I haven't used this mic, and I haven't been making any videos since. So I mean, I feel fine, I guess, making this video. So I don't know if that means that I'll be more inspired to make more videos, because I haven't been unmotivated to make videos. Like I hope that's clear. Like I've wanted to make a video, but every single time I've tried to make a video, I was really scared and doubtful and just yeah, just really uncertain of whether I should actually make a video. So the future of my channel is going to be a little bit uncertain because I don't want to be making any more suggestion videos. They're not very entertaining for other people to watch, and they're kind of editing intense for not a very good reward. So I don't really feel like making any of those. I can just make a fucking Reddit post. I mean, I'm sure nobody's gonna care about a Reddit post as compared to a video. Or I don't know, maybe people really didn't care about the videos. Like maybe people just wanted to read a fucking Reddit post. Yeah, it's not worth it to make more suggestion videos. And again, I don't want to be making hardcore progress videos, so my options are kind of limited. I have not figured out any consistent content with RuneScape, and that was a big reason why I wanted the new graphics card to record new videos, because I don't know what to do with RuneScape. There's nothing really inspiring to me about the game that's hasn't been done a million times already. So yeah, if you guys have any ideas for RuneScape content, that'd be great. I think for the time being, I might just make like story time videos where I kind of did. I started off this channel as a story time channel, but I obviously didn't want to be like Tenna Mongoose. I don't know, probably nobody knows this guy, but his channel was Cool Hand Snook. He was making videos like I think 2013, maybe 2014 or so. And he made commentary videos, and he was a really funny guy. He wasn't doing RuneScape, he was doing Black Ops Halo kind of thing. And I really enjoyed his content, so I wanted to make that kind of a content on my channel, but I'm not as funny or as charismatic, and my voice isn't as charming as his is. Well, I mean, his voice wasn't very charming either, but he was just a really funny guy. So I don't know if I'll go back to that content. So if you feel like unsubscribing, I really can't blame you. You know, if you stuck with me this far, thank you so much for like being like a part of my channel. Honestly, like had nobody subscribed to my channel, I wouldn't have even thought of making this video. Like just thinking about the people who have commented on my videos saying, oh, like I like this, or I like this, or you know, whatever, was really the reason. It's like, no, you know, people probably want to know what's going on. So thank you to those people. Alright, so this is only part 1 is over. Jesus Christ, I'm so sorry for making this video. The second part, I guess, is a life update, and I said I was gonna make the first one brief, so I don't know how I'm gonna say that for the second. But how's my life been going? Recently, I think within the past week, not bad. The past month or two, really bad. I don't know how else to say it. Really bad shit has been going down, like this past month or two. Just really unfortunate things that have been happening. It's a series of unfortunate events, and that's the best way I can describe what's been going on. Like it got so bad that 4 days ago I was trying to park into this parking garage for my school, and this fucking jerk-off truck parked on the line, and so like my car's kind of small, so I'm like, oh, I can fit in there. But the other side, like the right side, because the truck was on the left side, on my right side was a pillar, and so I'm going into this spot, and then all of a sudden I hear this scraping sound, and I see that I didn't clear it like I thought I did, and the car just absolutely scrapes like this whole pillar. But it's like, it's not very loud at all, so I don't, at first I don't even think that I'm scraping anything. I feel like it's like, because my car kind of makes a scraping sound, like I think the brakes or something, or the struts, but it kind of makes a scraping sound, and it's not very loud, so I'm like, oh, it's not doing it. And then like I move like half a foot more, and it starts getting a little bit louder, and it's like, okay, I'm not gonna risk scraping my car if it is scraping anymore. So I back out, and then, you know, I adjust more, and then I pull back in, and then I look at my car, and there's like this whole big scrape, like double the size of what I thought it was, because apparently it was already chipping the paint before I could even hear it. Like, because I know what part of the car it started scraping, and like there's this huge dent that it left. Like the part where I did start hearing it scrape was where the huge dent was. Like the rest of the car that got scraped, where I didn't hear it, like there wasn't any dent. It was just, oh, there's this, you know, scrape here. And this was like right before my class, and I looked at it, and I'm like, at first I was kind of mad, like, oh my god, like what's gonna happen? I'm about to sell this car within like the next month or two. How am I gonna sell it now? Like, it's a huge scrape. But then a little bit later, I thought about it, and I'm like, this doesn't even really surprise me anymore. Like, this shit like this has been happening either every week, if not like every day. Like, this shit has been happening like every single week. Like, something really bad that I have to deal with has been going on. I've just been very unlucky this past month. Like, in January, when it was 8 degrees outside, Fahrenheit, not Celsius, 8 degrees outside, my tire popped, and so I had to figure out how to get this tire off, and it was like stuck. It was seized onto the wheel, or like the wheel was seized onto the rotor. Yeah, the rotor. So I basically had to kick it off while it was on a jack. No jack stand. It was It was just on a jack, and my hands got so absolutely numb. I couldn't feel my hands at all. Like, it wasn't just, oh, my hands are cold. I couldn't even feel. Like, I was like fumbling with things in my hand because I had to look at my hands to figure out like how to move my fingers. That's how like numb they were. And I was stuck out there, and I finally, you know, I obviously got the spare on or whatever. 5 minutes later, my second tire pops. I don't have a spare, so I literally have to get out of my car and walk home. I mean, granted, it was only a couple minutes to walk home. Still, it was 8 degrees outside, and the fact that 2 tires popped within like 5 minutes of each other was very sad. But, you know, it's like profoundly unsurprising that these things happen to me now. So in that sense, I'm doing fine because I'm getting used to dumb shit happening. And that's pretty much my life update. I could go more into detail, but this video is already 36 minutes long on the recording. So thank you guys for watching. I know this one was very long. I don't like making these long videos. I mean, I made the quick quest guides for a reason. So, but anyways, thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.